Welcome back to Theresa.is.Dead. My name is Theresa and I'm very much alive. And if you're new here, welcome. I have an awful garbage mouth. And I tend to use fuck as a comma and say a lot of weird off-color shit that people just don't find that funny. If you're not into that, that's totally fine and acceptable. Feel free to exit the video here. No harm, no foul. There are 1,000,001 other YouTubers out there to watch. Don't watch me. But I will remember our time fondly. However, if I piqued your interest enough that you don't want to hear me bullshit, but you kind of want to hear the weird shit that I might have to say, I'll leave a time code down below that will jump straight to the review and the swatches and all that good stuff, so you don't have to listen to this part. Happy? Awesome. I want to talk briefly about when I went to the post office the other day and I saw there were two things in my P.O. box, which again, thank you so much for those who have sent me stuff in the past. I am super grateful and always very thankful for that. Never want you to think that you have to send me anything. I'm just always happy to hear from you guys. I do want to point out that when my P.O. box is like tiny, right? Basically enough to hold letters. There was a slip in there and I was like, yes, finally a fucking package that was big enough that I have to physically go to the mail clerk because I really want them to meet me. Because the first time that I ever had something sent to me, they put a big old question mark on it because they didn't understand why Theresa.is.Dead was receiving mail. They assumed she was dead. I was so fucking excited to finally get to go talk to somebody. I gave her the card, I told her my P.O. box number, and she went, okay, fine. And she went to the back, and I saw her take the box out, and she just kept going, so she walked up to me and she just went, So I stopped her and went, yeah, no, it's fine. I said, that's my YouTube channel name. She went, oh, thank God. She was like, I got really scared for a second. I'm like, yeah, no, I tend to do that for people. Don't feel bad. She was like, oh, that's really funny. In my day, because I was really confused on why a dead person was getting mail. I'm like, thank you, this is all I wanted. So yeah, so I told the postal clerk to come find me on YouTube. So hey, if you are watching, postal clerk, hi, I'm not dead. I do weird makeup reviews. I know. I'm strange, I know. Anyway, so the first thing that was sent to me was from an awesome person named Valerie. I'm not gonna share her last name because that would be rude. She gave me 2 pens and she sent me this really cool card. First of all, a wolf. I was like, yes, I'm living for this. I'm not gonna read it to you because I don't know if she'd feel comfortable with all that stuff. It was incredibly, incredibly sweet card. So Valerie, I wanna say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to write this. Not only to write this, but send me these really 2 cool pins. And the pins that she sent me were really awesome. They're actually from this other YouTuber named Carmi MUA. At first I was kind of like, why does that name sound familiar? And then I realized I have Carmi's palette from Makeup Revolution. I purchased it maybe a couple months ago or whatever, and I used it once or twice, and I really, really liked it, but I didn't know anything about him. So I thought that was really awesome that she sent me 2 of his pins that he made. One is like this BB pin, I guess. Looks like a little heart. And the second one, which obviously it's my favorite, is a little skull heart. So these actually, I'm going to put them at work. By my desk, I have a very large board that I put a lot of pins in, and usually pins that I get from various like nerd things. I thought those 2 pins would actually look badass at my job. Plus I could always look at them and be reminded that I need to make YouTube videos full time and not work in this fucking office. But anyway, I want to say thank you so much, Valerie. I super fucking appreciate it. You're a sweetheart. I love you, and thank you. I hope I got that on camera because I don't know what the fuck that was. I think the ghosts want to say thank you, Valerie. The next thing I got was from Elf. Not from actually Elf. Elf didn't send me shit. Elf doesn't know who the fuck I am. So this is actually sent to me by Cycling99. She is awesome. She always leaves me the nicest fucking comments. Love her to death. I fucking died laughing when I opened up the box. One is this artist mixing plate, which is really cool. I am happy that I got this because I actually purchased this maybe over the summertime. And because of my makeup hoarding, I have no idea where the fuck it is. I don't know where it is. That and I'm missing my Kat Von D 10th anniversary palette. I don't know where the fuck it went. I think the ghost took it. I have no idea where the fuck it went, but whatever. Anyway, she sent me this artist mixing plate, which is really awesome. Really appreciate this, and I'm super, super thankful for this. But the thing that fucking killed me is when I opened this in the car, I died laughing. It is actually a silicone glitter applicator because if you've been watching my channel for quite some time now, you understand the drama I have when it comes to fucking glittery eyeshadow and applying it to my tiny precious face. Super, super excited to try this. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm gonna be doing a video right after this, which is gonna be the Kylie Cosmetics Halloween palette. Ooh. And I am going to see if I can use this in that one. If not, I'm going to find the glitteriest fucking eyeshadow ever and just keep playing with this until I figure out the perfect application. Seriously, thank you so much. You didn't have to do this, but I really appreciate it, and it just, it warms my little old black heart, and I adore your face. I fucking love you. So Thank you. And last but not least, I actually got something from my friend Tara on here, and if I'm pretty sure you guys have known her because I feel like we have kind of the same following a little bit, but if you're not familiar with her, I'm gonna link her channel down below. She's really awesome. She does a lot of really good reviews. She specializes... Tara, I'm sorry, I'm not calling you old. I feel bad saying mature skin because I'm making it sound like you're 90. She kind of specializes more in older skin. Fuck, it doesn't sound right, but if you know what I mean, like I'm 33, she's 39, so we're practically the fucking same age at this point. I really love her channel, and she's just cute. She just literally, anything she does, I adore, and she makes me want to buy everything. Love her. I'll link her channel down below. That was very long and rambling. Anyway, she sent me the coolest fucking thing. She sent me a haunted house. And the reason why she sent it to me, and if you're not familiar with my channel or anything like that, is that in one of my, maybe it was like a Halloween haul or something like that, I really wanted this stupid fucking thing from Bath & Body Works, right? This giant candle warmer thing. It was $100. It was the stupidest fucking purchase that I ever thought I should make. But something told me, it's a got to have item, you got to have it. Totally made sense. Anyway, I bought it. Lo and behold, when it got to my house, it fucking broke into 1,000,001 pieces and I had to return it, and I have never found it since then. And I've always been kind of sad because I really wanted this fucking thing. Anyway, this is my little haunted house. She also gave me a couple of different like wax melts that smell like pumpkin, because obviously I'm the pumpkin queen. See, this little guy warms it up, and then it smells like beautiful pumpkin goodness in my house. I need to put this down because I don't want to break this, but I have no idea. I'm trying to figure out like the best place to put him. So right now he's just been kind of chilling in my living room, but I kind of want to put him somewhere in the background. I don't know. I gotta think about it. And she wrote me a really nice note, and I just want to say thank you again. So I'm sorry this is not really like a super funny kind of story time. It's more of like me just saying thank you to you guys. Again, I just kind of want to reiterate that I really appreciate you guys. I really do. And I just want to say thank you so much again for always just being super fucking awesome and commenting and watching and liking and tagging me and just saying really nice fucking things. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You have no idea. I started this channel 6 months ago, and I didn't think that I would be kind of almost approaching 2,000 subscribers. To me, that's fucking crazy and weird. It's overwhelming, but in the best possible way. Thank you for allowing me to be a fucking weirdo and not have to apologize for it. I'm so happy that I get to share with you very weird shit. I really do enjoy it. It does make me really happy. I'm glad to say that we're kind of like this wonderful little Deadite family, and it makes me happy that I have really great people that watch and support me. So from the bottom of this black old fat ass heart, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, so let's talk about the CRÈME shop. I didn't realize that this brand is actually already in CVS. It fucking annoys me because when I went to Generation Beauty and the CRème shop, I'm sorry, I called it the CRÈME shop in the last video, but I watched a video, Geek Out of Water, which a couple of you guys have recommended, and she's awesome and really cool, and I watched her video. She mentioned this whole thing that she saw their whole display in her local CVS. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because when I went to Generation Beauty, this is what the lady did to me.
Oh, come here. Did you see this? This is so new. This is the first time anyone has ever seen it. Yes, we're debuting it at Generation Beauty. Look how wonderful this thing is.
And she fucking had me. She had me because I was like, new makeup that no one has ever seen before? Bitch, sign me the fuck up. And I got excited. And I was like, I'm gonna buy everything. Lo and behold, this shit is already fucking out. I don't like when people do that shit. I wish she was more upfront and honest and said, this is out in CVS. Yep, this is gonna be our drugstore line. I still would have bought stuff from there. Don't make it sound like this is some fucking luxury bullshit of like, do you have the Willy Wonka golden ticket? Because then you can get the fucking BB cream. Don't do that shit to me. That's annoying. Fuck that. With that said, let's talk about every one of these products individually because there are some good and there are some bad. Do apologize that my brows look a little fucked up today because one of the eyeshadow palettes, I had to fucking do it 3 goddamn times and I kept fucking it up and it's a mess. So if I look a little fucking crazy and cockeyed, sorry, my bad. So actually, hey, for those who have complained in the past, the review starts here. My bad. At Generation Beauty, they had 2 different things. They had a BB cream and they had a foundation. I don't remember if I paid a discounted price now, come to think of it. I don't remember. I don't know where the fuck the receipt is, but whatever. The foundation had maybe 10 or 12 different shades, and that's why I didn't pick it up because it didn't seem like a nice range. However, the BB cream did have 5 options, and I picked the lightest one, which is Fair. And the reason why I got the BB cream is how the sales associate sold it to me. She said that it was full coverage, there's a lot of hydration, that it was diminished fine lines and wrinkles and dark spots and all that good stuff, and it had SPF 30 in it. This BB cream also kind of came on a little bit of the yellow side for me, which is something that I don't really personally like. I'm more of a neutral to cool tone person. So one, I didn't really like that it was yellow. And I didn't really notice it until I was home using it. For whatever reason, under those lights in Generation Beauty, it just made it look a little bit better. What I like about it is that it kind of reminds me of IT Cosmetics CC cream, where it blends into your skin and you kind of look like you have a second skin. I don't think I look bad at all by any means. I don't think it's full coverage. There were definitely red spots poking through. I did see some discolorization, some of my wrinkles. It didn't fill anything in. Mind you, I also didn't use their primer. I don't even think they had a primer. I used the Catrice primer that I know always leaves me with good results. So with that said, I'm zoom you in, but you can still see some of the redness kind of poking through. I also think it kind of feels a little cakey. While it does look like a second skin, it feels like it pulls up in certain areas. So I feel like I have a lot of product here, like around this area. And while it does have like a hydrating appearance, it feels oily, and maybe that has to do with the SPF in it. It's definitely not the worst product that I have ever used, but I'm not in love with it. And so for the price point of $17.99, no. Especially when there are things in the market that are drugstore brands that actually give more of a full coverage appearance. So the next thing is the translucent setting powder. I don't like the packaging. While this is adorable, it's kind of not really user-friendly because there's this giant thing in the middle. You can't really dump the product out into the cap without it kind of going everywhere. So you kind of have to do this and then let it settle, and then it could just be in this portion of the cap. However, not a lot of product does come out when you do that, because this is technically stopping you from sifting anything further. It's just like a really weird packaging flaw in my opinion. But then when you do use it, my face still feels fucking greasy. It's either this is the BB cream that's enhancing texture and making my pores look like I could put change in them. Don't like that. I still kind of feel greasy. I don't feel matte or powdery by any means. I feel like if I just did this and like dug my finger really deep in my skin, all my makeup would just like smear. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to flip you off. That's why I feel like I don't get any kind of coverage with this setting powder. This retailed for $13.99. No, don't get it. Honestly, get the Maybelline Fit Me powder. That works wonders. It's awesome. Locks everything in how it should be, and it doesn't have stupid ass fucking packaging, so this is a complete pass for me. The eyeshadow palettes. I don't like them. Swatching them, they swatch beautifully. When I use them, not so much. The matte shade in both of these palettes are fucking awesome. And I'm going to figure out a way to pop them out. And I'm hoping that they're magnetic so I can just like put them. These are only good for 3 months? Why? What? How are they only good for 3 months? I've never had eyeshadows that are good for 3 months. 6 months, yes. 18 months, 2 years, 12 months, yeah. Okay. These bad boys retail for a whopping $14.99 a piece. I didn't like any of the shimmer shades, especially for this palette. I felt like they were just very difficult to use. I put a concealer base down thinking like, oh, okay, usually when you put a concealer base down, things just kind of just slide and glide on. No, that didn't work. I used setting spray and glitter glue. Nothing. The other thing that I don't like about these shimmer shades is that they're very chunky, and the fallout on these guys suck dick for days. The only redeeming quality of any of this are these two matte shades. They're awesome. Everything else, I don't want it. This palette I had a better experience with, but I had a very big issue with applying this shade on my lid. If you are like me and someone has hooded eyes, you need to go in with a very small brush. I think anything bigger than that kind of just like blows things out, and then it's just like you can't come back from it. Once you kind of have it where you need it to be, things blend out really nice. I had no issue with it. Pigmentation was totally fine. Everything was good. I used these two shades today on my eyelid. Did not use this shade, so I can't really speak to it. And I had really no issue with these. These, for whatever reason, performed so differently from this one. For $15, considering you can go buy a ColourPop palette for $16 and have like 15 shades, or a Morphe palette for like 57 fucking shades for $23. Price point wise, this is not worth it. And the fact that it's only good for 3 months, weird. While I do like the quality of this eyeshadow palette, I just don't think it's worth it. So I totally think you should skip out on the eyeshadow palettes. The blush. This blush was very weird in general. This is very, very light. I feel like I got a better swatch on my hand than I did on my face. I was really kind of like going in ham too, because I tend to go fucking crazy for blush. I feel like I never wore blush, and now I'm like discovering blush for the first time. So I'm like a 6-year-old, like, I need more. I need to look like I have the rosiest Campbell Soup kid cheeks. And that's why I like blush. This, it's a very pretty color, but you really have to go in. How much was this guy? Is it worth it? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, shit, I can't find it online. That's interesting. Oh, so maybe this product is gonna be coming out in November then. So maybe the people at the booth didn't lie to me that much. Compacts around this size, powder highlighters, and powder bronzers all range from like $7.99. So I'm assuming this is probably gonna be $7.99 too. I got it in the color Me Too. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I definitely think that I wanna use this a little bit more because I really do love this color. However, the payoff, it could be better, but it also could be one of those things where you might have to scratch off the top layer and then finally you get pigment. I think out of all the products I just talked about, this is probably the one that's leading the pack, and that's awful. All right, next thing, the highlighter. Okay, I got it in the color Ready, Set, Glow, and it is a cushion highlighter. They did have two different versions of highlighters. They had a powder version and they had a cushion version. I got cushion because I wanted to be different. In hindsight, I probably should have got the powder, but whatever. This guy retails for what? This retails for fucking $20. This is the most expensive thing out of the whole goddamn line. Oh, go fuck yourself. This is actually good for 12 months. What the fuck world am I living in? Okay, so there were 4 colors. The color that I wanted was silver.
No, you can only look at it. These are the only ones that are available to buy.
And I got the Rose Gold Glow. Now, first and foremost, when I first put it on, I felt like it immediately took anything that I had underneath off my face. Like it was just like, poof, gone. And then it felt like a giant hole in there. I couldn't tell the difference if it was because of that or if it was because of like the weird pink undertone. The color on this guy, it's kind of hard to tell in my hand, I think. Kind of have to like build it up, but it has like a pink cherry sheen to it almost, but also white. It kind of actually reminds me a little bit of the Naked Cherry cheek complexion topper bullshit thing or whatever. That one shade that kind of had like a white frosty look, but it actually kind of came out cherry. That's what this reminds me of. Once you kind of have it on and you kind of like buff it out a little bit, it does dry down. However, I felt like it was just too much for all of this. So I had to go in with the little beauty blender and kind of just like buff it out. I think by doing that, I basically muted down what it looks like. And maybe I just picked the wrong fucking color, but I am also not really familiar with cushion highlighters in general. So I feel like there's a lot of trial and error with this. I'm not going to say that you should skip out on this because I don't know, like I feel like that's not a really fair review to say because I think I still need to kind of play with this. But my initial thoughts are it's different, I think, based off of the price tag. Shit. That really fucking sucks. I know I have some really good highlighters from say Wet n Wild, for example, if we're gonna talk drugstore here, or Essence, that range for $4.99 that you look like you're fucking shining from the moon. I don't know. I'm still gonna play around with this, but let's just leave this open-ended. Next thing is the Get In Line eyeliner. I think they only had black. First of all, the packaging kind of reminds me of the Fenty Flyliner a little bit. The wand is a big bitch. She's a big girl, and she's a thicker milkshake. Dries down matte, and it dries down really fast, and it doesn't budge. So that's awesome. This guy retails for, let's see if it's on CBS.com. It's not online. So maybe this is another product that's gonna be coming out. I actually like this. I didn't really mind it. It's on the thicker side. This might not be the cleanest line, and that's something, I am not a makeup artist. I never claimed to be a makeup artist, and I really tend to like thinner lines, but the product actually isn't bad. I don't mind how it looks. I think this is gonna be kind of like a trial and error eyeliner for me. I had no issue with it. I like that it dries down matte, and I like that it doesn't budge, and it actually stays true to the claims. The brush is felt tip, and it's not super stiff, so there is some flexibility in your movement. Also, I think you can do thinner lines. I think when I first initially laid it down, I kind of laid it more on the side. I think that's why I'm looking like a thicker milkshake on the side, but whatever. I think if you do see this and you picked it up, you wouldn't be disappointed in it. I wish I can tell you the price point of this. I feel like it's probably gonna be like $9.99. I really do like this. If you do see this in CVS, I don't think you'll be disappointed in picking this up. The next things, the cream pot eyeliners. I have a specific brush that I like to use when I'm doing the cream pot eyeliners, and it's this Tarte angled brush. I have no idea what the fuck it is. So I had to use a thicker brush that I'm not a fan of. I wanted to see how it would look just on the waterline because I have watery eyes, and this thing has the claim of that it's quick drying, long lasting, anti-flaking, just a really good formula to line your eyes. With that said, it's not. I actually placed it in my lash and waterline just to see how it would look. I think on the top, it looks fine. I think it looks kind of pretty, but on the bottom, it doesn't last very long. So if you do have like a watery waterline, which sounds funny to say, but if you do, I don't think it's gonna stick. It did not stick for me. And it's also starting to run a little bit, actually. I had this on for not that long. So I don't think I'm going to really be gravitating towards this. It comes in black and dark brown. For today, I just used the black. It retails for about $8.99. It's not bad. It's definitely not the worst thing that I've ever used, but it's not the best either. I'd skip it. I just say get the liquid eyeliner. That's probably going to be the best worth it when I'm here. Last but not least, we are going to talk about the fuck is this? Liquid lipstick? I don't know why I'm so stupid right now, but whatever. I like it. I have no problem with it. Doesn't transfer. It does dry down really fast. So I will say, so you gotta kind of work fast. Initially went in with just like one dip and it worked out good. And I will say that it actually does dry down darker. So at first I was kind of like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about this. But once it dried down, I was like, ooh, okay, I kind of like this. This retails for $9 and it comes in 10 different options. I got it in the color Desert Retreat. I'm interested in getting more liquid lipsticks from them in the future. This is actually very good. I wanted to like this line a little bit better. And I think knowing that this line has already been out for a little bit kind of pisses me off just a little bit, only because I don't like to be lied to. With that said, I'm gonna end it here before I go on like a fucking 15-minute tirade about why I hate people. All right, anyway, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Yeah, all right, so I guess I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.